This is how what was anticipated as the best weekend of the year turned into one of the worst weeks of my life. The last few months have been a challenge. I've spent several weeks in bed unable to walk, missed out on trips abroad, missed out on opportunities, missed out on experiences, all because of my leg and all because of my knee, and I was basically in bed for a month. I was finally picking up the pieces, getting my life back together again, getting on the mend, my life was actually going somewhere, and out of nowhere this happened. The story starts on a Wednesday. I flew into London on my own after a trip to Portugal for one of the best weekends of my life. I literally couldn't wait. On the Friday, I was meant to film with one of my favourite artists and my best friend Jake. Saturday, all my best friends were coming up to London to go to a festival, and Sunday was also my birthday. Then on Tuesday, I was going on a family holiday to Greece with my mum and little sisters who I definitely do not see enough or spend enough time with. Instead, I spent my birthday 4 hours away from home, in hospital, on my own. Oh yeah, and all this started when I crashed my brand new drone into a
roller coaster. Brilliant, fucking brilliant. So that probably fell from about 50 feet, and I'm probably gonna maybe get arrested for trying to break into there to get it. Right, I've just crashed the drone into that. It's like down there, but that's like a 20-foot drop, and that's the gap in between there. Oh my god. I did a good job of that, didn't I?
I went to bed on Thursday night and my knee felt a little bit funny. Long story short, I woke up in the middle of the night where I lay awake all night in excruciating pain, where I was rushed to hospital the next day. It literally felt like my knee was getting torn apart and ripped out of the socket. I arrived in hospital where I underwent a series of tests. They needed to drain my knee. Unfortunately, they didn't have any painkillers available for the next 5 hours. So I was like, all right, do it without painkillers. I'm sure it'll be fine.
What gauge is the needle?
You said you didn't want to know.
Yeah, I'm curious. Alright, don't tell me.
Try not to move it. You might break the needle inside.
Okay. Oh,
It's
fucking hell.
As relaxed as you can be.
As relaxed as you can be when you get a thick gauge needle into your leg, yeah. Yeah, just do it, man. It's all good. Just fucking do it. Oh, yeah.
So needle going in now.
Oh, yeah. I can feel it.
Anyway, that was actually classed as surgery apparently, but they said I had an infection inside my knee which would require me going for proper surgery, being put to sleep and cut open, etc, etc, and that if not treated the infection could spread to the rest of my body and I needed this surgery now.
To surgery we go. Look at that, mate.
I said at the start that this was one of the worst weeks of my life. You could definitely call it one of the worst weeks in my life. But in terms of how I felt about it, I was very happy. And the fact that I was happy and the fact that I dealt with it and the fact that I was in a good place mentally made it a victory and made it a win. This is the exact same thing that happened when I made my transformation video. Exactly the same thing, the same surgery, the same length of time in hospital, the same issues, but the difference is when I was in hospital then, I was miserable. I wanted to fricking die. I feel like I've never completely understood when people say don't compare yourself to others until now, because I've never been miserable comparing myself to others. I've never completely understood that, but after this week I did. You can look at what people have and be sad about that you don't have it, or you can look at your past self and how much you've grown as a person and how much you've come along. Like the only person that you can really truly compare yourself to is yourself and your past self.
It's actually my birthday as well. Happy birthday to me. We might have missed We Are Festival on Saturday and Sunday. None of my friends came up because there isn't any reason for them to come up because it's a long way for them to come. I might have missed my holiday to Greece on Tuesday. This is literally the week of the year that I was looking the most forward to, you know. I was so looking forward to this, but I'm just happy. Like, I'm honestly grateful how I've dealt with this and how I've been from a mindset point of view and how I've handled it and like how positive I've been despite being on my own. Life's been good, it's all decent, it's all Gucci, it is what it is, and just kind of motivates me and reminds me that I'm blessed for what I have normally, in the sense that I can normally walk, I'm normally healthy, I'm normally running around. You got to take it as it is. The way you feel about something isn't going to change it. The way you feel about it is your choice. The situation is going to remain the same, but the way that you perceive the situation or the way you feel about the situation is what you can change. And the only difference from being happy about it or looking on the bright side or being miserable is that by being miserable, you're adopting a victim's mentality.
You're selfish. You think that your problems are worse than everyone else's, and you decide to drag everyone else into your problems and bring them down as well. Or you can acknowledge the problems, work a way around it, deal with it, and look on the bright side and look at the things that you do have and the things that you can do, and come to the realization that you actually haven't got it that bad. And by being positive, you're going to project positivity on other people rather than dragging other people down into your negativity. And so it's purely down to the way you feel about something. You've got to look at the good. There's good and bad about everything. Any situation, you put two different people in the same situation, one person is going to see the bad in it, one person is going to be the good, and you got to choose to be someone that sees the good in it. You know, it is a choice, it is an option, it is down to you. Be appreciative of what you have. There's always something to be grateful about. Everyone has these issues, everyone has their own battles, everyone has their own problems, and depending on what's going on in their life, they just appear bigger or smaller. Consider other people and realize that you don't actually have it that bad. There's always someone that has it worse, and there's always something good to come out of things that you perceive to be bad.
Just out of surgery, which means I can eat again. I'm gonna get so fat here because I've got Deliveroo. This morning I was literally dying because I couldn't eat before surgery, so I hadn't eaten since yesterday. I feel so much better now I've got food. I'm not in much pain. I basically like washed out my knee joint. Mate, I'm high as fuck. I'm gonna get so fat here thanks to Deliveroo. Like I'm spending like 50 quid a day on food. A big shout out to the nurses for helping me get fat. Salted caramel milkshake. A sticky toffee. I was given fentanyl, which is an opioid, same as heroin. What did I get? Fentanyl, and then I also had the anaesthetic. I started watching this film, right? And I just do not remember how it started off. Like all of a sudden there's just fucking aliens going around killing people and shit. And I have no idea why. So I just watched, there's a family, there's aliens, and I can't remember any of the start of it. It just makes no sense. Happy birthday. Biscoff milkshake, sour caramel ice cream, chocolate cake. Happy birthday to me. 23 years old. 23 years wiser. No pressure, right? That's right, you've been doing this for ages.
No, I haven't. I've only been here for 3 weeks.
Our mindset is growing. We have done a lot better than when this happened to me when I was 18 years old. Basically, the transformation video I made when I was 18, that exact same thing has happened again. We've done it once, we'll get back on it, and we will fucking smash it again.
In terms of competing and in terms of stepping on stage, obviously I got ill for a month, which I wasn't going to compete, and that fucked me up big time. I was doing a 14-week prep, and that was 2 to 4 weeks out of training in bed, which was not ideal, which was not great. And then I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm competing. Started to get back on track, I started to train again, and then this happened. So the chances of me being able to place and compete are literally 0.1%. But you know what? Fuck it. We've got a competition in 3 weeks. This is how we're currently looking. I am going to step on that stage. I'm going to do it, even if it fucking kills me. Even if I look like utter shit, I will step on that stage just to say a big fuck you, that nothing is impossible and you can laugh in the face of adversity regardless of what's happening. I've got to lose about 15 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds. I was 194 pounds. I gained over 10 pounds in hospital from eating crap. I've got to lose about 10 to 15 pounds in 3 weeks. You're meant to lose about 1.5 pounds per week, but fuck that. We're losing a lot of weight. I will step on stage, even if it kills me, even if I look like utter crap. We are doing it, we are smashing it, and I'm going to take you guys along the journey. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you got some kind of value from this, because I love speaking about stuff like this that gets me fired up and raring to go. I appreciate all the messages, but I'm just a selfish asshole who's just trying to do the best by himself. I got a message. I gotta go. Pick you up in 20 minutes. Yes, I will. Catch you later, guys. I love you to bits. Peace out. Keep killing it. And remember, fuck your limitations and excuses.